Hello? Am I on? Now can you hear me? How about now? Can you hear me now? Yes? Alright, hold on. I just want to shut something off that's making noise, and then I'll start. Alright. Okay, so I thought we would do some shamanic journey work and do maybe some like underworld type work. What's up, Luna? Because I've been doing like a lot of heavy like clearing work. I've dealt with some like heavier stuff, so I thought maybe everybody's feeling some heavier stuff. So I thought we could do some shamanic journey work and kind of go to the underworld and kind of cleanse ourselves of every. Okay, cool. Because of just whatever's going on, Pluto and stuff like that. I'm just going to give it 2 more minutes and we'll start by creating sacred space. If you have headphones, it might help get deeper, but it is what it is. Okay. All right. So everybody just relax. And we're going to get started. I'm going to create sacred space. If you want to set any intentions, be sure to set any intentions. All right. So we're going to take a deep breath as a group. And I'm going to say a prayer. And I'll call in the spiritual realm. And then we'll probably do like a couple journeys. All right. And if anything comes up, feel free to share, comment, whatever. All right. So on 3, we're going to take a deep breath. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Spirits of the East, I call you, I call you. Spirits of the East, I call you, I call you. Air, I call you, I call you. Saint Germain, Archangel Michael, Metatron, Azrael, Gabriel, Uriel, Fulco, Raven, Ezekiel, Raphael. I call you, I call you. Thank you, Spirits of the East. Spirits of the South, I call you, I call you. Spirits of the South, I call you, I call you. Fire, I call you, I call you. Great White Brotherhood, Sekhmet, Shiva, Red Tara, Kali, Isis, Dragon, Phoenix, Snake. I call you, I call you. Thank you, Spirits to the South. Spirits of the West, I call you, I call you. Spirits of the West, I call you, I call you. Water, I call you, I call you. Ganesh, Jesus, Mother Mary, Kwame, Neptune, Seagull, Whale, Cthulhu. I call you, I call you. Thank you, Spirits of the West. Spirits of the North, I call you, I call you. Spirits of the North, I call you, I call you. Earth, I call you, I call you. White Tower, Broken Tree, Amoria, Odin, Freya, Nut, Rampart, Bear, Beetle, Garuda. I call you, I call you. Thank you, Spirits of the North. Spirits of below, I call you, I call you. Spirits of below, I call you, I call you. Mother Earth, Anubis, Azure, Memphis, Path, Hedgehog, Duck. I call you, I call you. Thank you, Spirits below. Spirits from above, I call you, I call you. Spirits from above, I call you, I call you. Parasite, soft, wave, horse, eagle, white lion, yogi bhajan. I call you, I call you. Thank you, spirits from above. Spirits of the center, I call you, I call you. Spirits of the center, I call you, I call you. Sacred space, Maharishi, true self, Lantern, white wolf, hawk, Padre Pio, spirit, special, Sai Baba. I call you, I call you. Thank you, spirits of the center. Oh. All right, so just take a deep breath. Check in with yourself. So the first message I got was for us to, I'm gonna back this down a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna zoom out. There we go. All right. So the first thing I got was the journey. So when I do clearing work, like if I do a house clearing or I do like a big clearing on somebody, like a deep cleanse, what I do is I open the gateway to each direction, and kind of each direction symbolizes some sort of emotion or energy, right? So you go to each direction and it kind of clears each space, both within a person or a home or a property. So anyway, they told me to go to the direction of the north for some reason, to do a clearing on the group first. So we're going to go to the north, and then we'll see what comes up after that. But we're going to go to the gateway of the north. The north is connected to the element earth. So I like to visualize like a doorway, and obviously I see earth because north is earth. So like my gateway is kind of like in a mountain. It's up to you if you want to use that visualization or you want to just do your own thing. But our intention for this journey, which I'm going to use the drum, our intention is to go to the north gateway and open up to the door of light. And what happens is when you open that, it clears the energy out, whatever is connected to the north, if that makes sense. All right, any questions before I start? Each journey is going to be about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We ready? All right, ready. I'll take that as we're ready. All right. All right, so we're going to take a deep breath as a group with the intention of going to the gateway of the north. All right, so on 3, we're going to take a deep breath. Actually, before I start, I just want to say, like when we're doing clearing work, like we're going to do right now, you might feel some emotions come up. You might feel weird. You might feel some muscle tension. Just breathe through it. The only way through it is breathe. Okay. All right, so on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath. Check in with yourself. See how your breath feels. If you feel like you're still a little spacey, just take your hands and put them on your knees and just bring your awareness to your toes. Be more back in your physical body, back in this moment. How's that? I felt a lot of like, I don't know if you guys felt nauseous, but I felt a lot of like nauseous energy. Usually that's like clearing out the body, solar plexus more specifically. I felt a lot of like muscle tension in my neck and shoulders. I kept seeing like this like spike or something. Like I felt like there was something like lodged in me that was like pulled out. Yeah, it feels like it pulled out some heavier energies. You were nauseous, yeah. Yeah, I felt like a couple waves of nauseous. Usually that's like a sign of like the body clearing out. Just want to make sure everyone's good. If it felt lighter, that's always good. That's what we're trying to do, right? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of releasing. I felt mostly like physical stuff. Felt like more physical. And it's funny how we all felt the same kind of thing. I guess that's a good thing. We're all in coherence. All right, so I didn't really get much messages or guidance from it. It felt like very, just like you're having heavy anxiety. Yeah, that's usually stuff clearing out. I feel like the next one might be a little bit more intense. So buckle up, buckaroos. I don't know why I had to throw in buckaroo. All right, so the next journey I got was that we are going to go into the underworld and we are going to work with the snake animal totem. And we are going to shed our skin. So that probably sounds like a lot of fun. So usually the underworld feels a little heavier. But that's the message I got and what we should do. So the underworld is very Pluto energy, so that's probably why we're going there. So that's what we're going to do. So our intention for this next journey, I'm going to use the rattle for the snake. So you can visualize the snake as however you want to see it. But we're going to journey with the snake. He is going to take us into the underworld. And he told me that we are going to shed our skin like a snake. That's why we're working with him. All right. Any questions? All right. So we're going to take a deep breath as a group on 3. And we're going to have the intention of going into the underworld and working with the snake energy to shed our skin, or think of it as shedding whatever doesn't serve us. Okay? All right. I hope you guys are good. All right. Ready? Whew. So on 3, we're going to take the deep breath and journey into the underworld with the snake. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a deep breath. Check in with yourself. You gotta put your hands on your knees to help ground yourself. If you feel like you got spacey. That didn't really feel spacey. It felt deep for me, but if you feel a little out of sorts, just ground yourself. I felt like that definitely pulled something out of me. It felt like connected to like a mother wound or like a female archetype wound. I felt a lot of like pressure and pulling out of my left shoulder. I feel like I just released something pretty heavy, it felt. I don't know. Or I interpreted it as heavy. How are you guys doing? Whew. What's up, Ruby? I don't know. We did some journey to the underworld. You inspired me. And I feel like it cleared something heavy out for me. That vampiric, like nurturing mother energy that we talked about. I feel like it just cleared something out from that. How's everyone else doing? That's good. Yeah, I actually felt like I got the visualization of like the snake. I felt like the snake like ate me and then like digested me and then like spit me out, and then I felt like it like deteriorated like this like layer from me. I don't know. I know it's probably a weird visual. Um, but I thought we could do one more journey. So this journey I got was to work with Archangel Michael, right? And I got to release or cut any cords with anybody who's not serving us. But what I want to do is I told him that I want it to be obvious in our reality for the next couple days, like what relationships we should release. Um, and that could be with places, people, things. What's up, Rosalinda? You cold now? Yeah. Yeah, cold is usually release, heat is usually add. So I told him I would work with him only if he would show us, he's going to cut the cords, and then I told him he has to show us over the next couple of days, like where we have to cut our energy. All right. So this might be our last one. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, sorry, Rosalinda. So I'm going to use a drum this time. Yeah, so that's going to be our intention. And it's funny, maybe it's coming up because another trick I have that really works for me, and you guys could try it too. So I take, I do like parasite cleanse, body cleanse, that type of stuff, right? And one of the things I use is black walnut oil. So, I always look up like anything I put. I know it's a little neurotic, but anything I do, like I always look up like the spiritual meaning of stuff, especially when it comes to like herbs and oils and stuff like that. Because I'll like randomly be attracted to like different oils if I go to the health food store. So then I'll just buy it and then I'll do like a bath or something with it, and I'll like Google, like, what's the spiritual significance? Yeah, I'm such a dork. But what I was going to say is I do like parasite cleanse, and actually Ruby actually recommended black walnut oil, right? So I was like researching it, and black walnut oil is actually used. It's interesting. So physically or medically, if you want to say, it's used to cleanse you of parasites or stuff like that. Like, yeah, parasites, anything like feeding off of you internally. Um, anyway, so I looked it up and I Googled it and researched black walnut oil. And it's kind of interesting that it's used to kill parasites in your body, but in voodoo and hoodoo, it's actually something they take to get rid of like negative energy cores and parasitic energy or vampiric energy, right? So I noticed the last time I took like, I did it for a week where I would like intermittent fast and take it when I wake up, and it got rid of like a negative relationship with somebody. They like totally disappeared. It's kind of crazy. Um, and it was just somebody who like always demanded a lot of energy from me, and I never really felt like it was reciprocal. So just a tidbit, like if you feel like you want to break from and you want to try to like work and release some energy, black walnut oil is like $10, and you could order it online, or you could probably find it at some health food store, and just try maybe taking it for a week and see if it comes up, just to maybe supplement the journey we're gonna do. All right. All right. So we're gonna journey to Archangel Michael. We're gonna have him cut cords from anything that's not serving us. And what I want you to do is I want you to tell him that you want it to show up in your daily life, the relationships you need to cut, like make it obvious. All right. So on three, we're going to take a deep breath with the intention of working with Archangel Michael. Ready? 1, 2, 3. take a deep breath. Whew. That feels complete. Check in with yourself. If you have to, take your hands, put them on your knees. Bring yourself back into this experience if you feel a little disconnected. Whew. I think I needed that to finish it off, because now I feel clear. How are you guys doing? How did that feel? What came up for you? I'll tell you what came up for me. Weirdly enough, I saw my father first, which kind of was weird because I don't feel like he's really draining me necessarily. But that's what I saw. I saw my house. Which I guess is kind of draining. I saw my uncle, which I've had issues with. I saw a cousin that I haven't spoken to in like 6 years. Probably longer than that. I haven't seen him. He's like a second cousin, which was kind of weird. I don't know what that means. I feel really clear. Yeah, Archangel Michael's really picking up our relationship. I don't know why recently, but the last couple of months he's been really like present with me. It was very clear and intense. I'm glad you guys all felt an intenseness, which is good. I felt my grandma at the end being like, "All right, you're done. You did what you had to do. We cleared everything out." I think it was still residue from some work I was doing last night, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like really at peace and clear, which is always a good sign for me. I wonder if like you could let people in to like talk with you. Probably not, right? It's just me. It's the only thing I don't like about this. Okay, never mind. Do you guys have any questions? I feel like that feels complete to me. But I just want to check in, make sure anybody has any questions. Oh, that's what they said too. Maybe write out, like, if you felt anything come up for you, like, personally. And, like, I feel like they want you to pay attention what happens the next couple days and just see if what they show you. You know, if, like, something weird happens that seems kind of out of the blue, kind of pay attention and see, like, how you react to it and how it makes you feel. Because I feel like things will happen tomorrow that will kind of reveal some stuff to you. So pay attention to how like people react to your energy, and pay attention to like how people react, I guess, to you in general. You know, if somebody out of the blue acts weird, maybe they're reacting to whatever cord you cut, you know? So I'm a big believer in that, like, you know, I almost kind of correlate it to you feel so open. And that's good. I'm glad. That's awesome. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to feel open because you're protecting yourself, you know? And I could totally understand that, like, energetically. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so if you are in a relationship and you feel like, you know, you have a pretty good relationship, but it's not exactly what you want, right? You know, you can't create a new relationship with something better because you're holding on to the past relationship, you know? So, like, sometimes I just feel like that's an easy correlation, but sometimes you have to, like, release the thing that you're holding on to for something new to come. You can't have something new come if you're still connected to the energy of the past. Yeah. Cord cutting. Yeah. No, I feel like, Pluto energy is very like rebirth, shedding the skin, resurrection. Yeah, that is kind of cool. I love when it works out. Oh, you know what I saw too, big time when we were doing that is the phoenix. So the phoenix to me represents like the resurrection, the rebirth, like the transmutation, the fire. Oh, I saw fire too. I don't know. That just popped into my head. Sorry, I got so excited. Yeah, I saw fire too. So that's always like transmutation, like taking the energy, transmuting it, and creating something new. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope everybody feels better. If you have any questions or anything comes up that you need to help to make sense of or break down, feel free to reach out to me. I'm an open book. Um, but yeah, like if you want an extra boost, I really feel like that black walnut helps. And anybody I've told this to and they've done it, they've felt the results too. So it it works. I'm telling you, it works. All right. Um, thank you guys for your continued support. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Love you guys. I appreciate you. And thanks for supporting me. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good night.